Welcome back to Studio Chatter. If you're not aware of it, there's a great little gift shop disguised as a drugstore. Let's welcome Amberly Stoddard from Stone Drug to the table. Welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me. Hello.
It is kind of disguised, isn't it?
It is. It's had a little facelift, and we've got a cute little brick facade out front.
Which I love.
Yes.
And is also on the Spanish Fork City puzzle.
Yes,
You made it in the nick of time to just jazz up the store.
We did, yep, and we love that puzzle. We did that as a family last week, and my kids were very excited to find Mom's work.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, and you guys still do food in there too, right? Because I heard I've heard people love the food in there.
Oh, it's delicious.
Hamburgers
It is so
and
good.
Well, it's nostalgic. I think everybody kind of wants to go back and sit at the soda bar and do a little shopping and conveniently pick up their prescriptions.
That's right. Yep.
So, Amberly, tell us your role there.
So I am a pharmacist at Stone Drug. I have worked there for 20 years. I started there shortly after high school.
No way.
Yeah, so I've been there for a while. I started as a pharmacy technician, and then I went to pharmacy school at the U, and they let me come back, and I've been there ever since, and I love it.
Wow.
That's so
So is that something
impressive.
you've always wanted to do?
I always knew I wanted to do something in the medical field.
Okay.
And so when I was at BYU for my undergrad and started getting those pre-med things and just kind of fell into pharmacy, and it has been the best thing for me as a mom, and just to be able to be a teacher in our in the community of Spanish Fork.
Yeah.
Super impressive and very difficult. That's a hard school to get into,
Yes.
as I've heard. Mhm.
It is competitive, but I made it, and I'm glad I'm done too.
And how many kids do you have?
I have 4.
Okay. And so how many days a week are you working?
So I am there 3 days a week, so it's perfect.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, let's talk about cold season. As I'm chewing on or sucking
on a
on,
lozenge.
yeah, I kind of have a little something coming on,
Tell
which
us
I
how we
hear half
can-
the city does right now.
I
Yeah.
think you're not alone. Yeah, I think it's going around for sure. So yes, holiday season is when we all get together and we do all of those fun things, and we share lots of food, but we also share lots of germs. And so yes, getting sick during the holidays is a common occurrence. So I would love to give you guys some ideas
Ooh,
about how
lots
to
of
stay
ideas.
healthy.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about preventative care first to avoid the cold.
You got it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you some things that you already know, but isn't that how life is that we always just get reminded of things that we already know, but they're usually things that we're not doing 100%. So
Okay.
as far as preventing illness during the holidays, the number one things you can do are get sleep, stay hydrated, and exercise.
Okay.
Doing those all.
She's starting right now.
Yeah. Try the best you can to do those things, and I promise that is the number one thing you can do. But I know we're not all 100%, and so there are some ways that we can supplement those best practices. So I've brought a couple things. So this is a supplement, and this got lots of press, especially around coronavirus time.
Okay.
Vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc. And I can tell you that
Oh, so it has all of them.
C, D, and zinc. Wait, that one has all of them?
this has all of them. So this is my favorite supplement. I always laugh because their motto is #1 pharmacist recommended, and
And
I
it really
actually
is.
do recommend this one.
it.
Yep. So yeah, these vitamins, these supplements got a lot of attention during COVID-19 to help bolster the immune system, and so this is a supplement that I do support. It does just have those things: vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc, and those things have data to support their effectiveness in
about-
preventing illness.
Sorry, in comparison to Airborne.
So Airborne has a similar ingredient profile. So we're going to get to this in the next thing, but my #1 advice to people is read labels. So turn the label over and just compare ingredients. And Airborne does have a lot of similar ingredients as this supplement, but it has a lot a lot of extra herbal supplements that don't have as many studies backing their effectiveness.
okay.
So that's why I stick to this one. Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
And I see you've got berries there, so tell us about that.
Yeah, so that just goes back to those basics, just having a good diet. And so eating foods that are naturally fortified with immune boosting ingredients. So that's why I brought the berries. So fresh fruits and vegetables are nature's way of supplementing your immune system.
Which I don't think I've had a fresh
Antioxidants.
vegetable in 2 weeks.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Well, I've just tried, because it's hard for me to get fresh vegetables too, but when I make soups, I will throw them in very last and very, very lightly cook them. Like they're still a little bit crispy in my food. And so, because the more you cook them,
Right.
then you lose some of the nutrition,
The
right?
nutrient
And
value.
so mine are a little bit more on the raw side. My vegetables are, but everything else is
I
good.
prefer that as well.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad I'm
That's
not the
not all
only
mush.
one that's got crunchy vegetables.
Yep, for sure.
So we have the cold now. What do we do?
Okay.
Exactly. We did our best, but dang it, it got to us, which is kind of inevitable. So the reason why I brought these 3 products is to just kind of show you a demonstration of a struggle that I see customers deal with all the time. They walk in, they go to the wall of cough and cold medicine, and they're just overwhelmed. They just stand there looking at all of these products. Which one is the best? And so they'll usually, what I'll notice is that they'll typically grab the one that had a commercial for it, or that has the prettiest packaging,
Or that's cheaper.
or that's cheaper. And so it just goes back to look at product labels. So all of these cough and cold preparations here, if you flip them over to the back, they're actually identical in their ingredients. And so these manufacturers are smart. They want you to buy their products, so they spend money on commercials
I wanna
and,
see the front
and their
of both of them.
packaging.
This is
This is one of my favorites, actually.
This
I like
is-
the combination of the Dayquil, NyQuil.
But if you look, it has the
It is.
exact same ingredients as those other 2 products. So always read labels. If you have questions, if you're feeling overwhelmed by that wall of
You're right, though,
products,
because it's like,
talk
I
to
don't
us.
want to be medicine head, but I want to get through my day.
come talk to the pharmacist or the pharmacy technicians, and we can help you navigate
that's
that.
good to know.
Perfect. Okay, and then the dry skin.
Yes, that is.
I'm already
Okay.
a victim.
I know I'm
Yes,
hiding
it's
my hands
changing.
back here.
That's therapy. I've not even.
So this is my number one
Love that.
tip for dry skin. We live in a dry climate. The heater's on all the time. So the best time to apply a moisturizer is after a shower or a bath. When your skin is hydrated, then that is when you want to apply the moisturizer. So then you're going to take it to the next step. So you're going to take your shower or your bath. You're going to apply your moisturizer. That CeraVe is my favorite.
With the one
big
underneath?
tube. Yep, the big jar.
This one?
Put a bunch of that on, and then you're going to put an ointment over the top. So I brought
this ointment?
Aquaphor. Put
Okay.
the ointment over the top, and then you're going to grab a pair of cotton gloves,
Cotton gloves.
put those on top, and you're going to sleep that way.
Sleep.
Feels super awkward, but give it 2 or 3 days, and you will have new skin.
Those were both very
Really?
good products for my baby with eczema. Like
Yes.
It's very, very good for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, I
Oh,
like
I've never heard of
those
that.
because they don't have dyes or fragrances. So
Okay.
yes, for babies, little kiddos.
Perfect. We'll sleep with our gloves.
Yes.
So what about the boutique part of the store?
Yes, so that is a fun part of the store
Okay.
is having our little gift section. So every holiday we bring in different fun things, and so we brought some things to show.
So cute.
And we love it. We just love to display different decor elements that you can easily change out in your home that are affordable, that are practical, that just kind of add something new to your home without spending a whole lot of money. So
Yes.
Our other
Stone
co-host
Drug has-
loves Angela
Oh,
loves it, and
yes.
she's always wrapping something from Stone Drug. So
And Stone Drug has had gifts from clear back to the 80s. I remember
sure.
people, could they register for weddings there?
I believe
Perfect.
so.
I
Oh, yeah.
thought so.
Yeah,
People
at one
could always
time.
buy things there.
Yeah, we don't have a registry anymore, but
Right.
definitely we do gift certificates, so that's an option for
That's
sure.
Well,
awesome.
you've been around forever because I used to live by Stone Drug, and it was I'd save my money to come in and get penny candies. They used to have penny candies back. Can you imagine?
Yes,
Like
we did.
people just put their hands in there and like.
Oh,
Yeah.
So yeah,
Not anymore.
forever. I just grew up and love that store.
We have 2-cent candies now, but they're the little prepackaged ones now. So
thank-
yeah,
Perfect.
Yes.
Well, such
Times
a
have changed.
That's
staple
right.
in the community. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank
of
you.
course. Thanks
Stay
for having
healthy.
me. That's right, you guys too.
Coming up on Studio Chatter, if you struggle with depression during the holidays, stay with us for some help.